Hi everyone. After the class of today, Wednesday, I would like to share a tutorial regarding headstand. So I received a question asking how to improve onto the stability of the body once they lift the legs all the way up in line with the shoulders and hips during headstand. So let me just demonstrate the inquiry. Okay, so here usually we start with our elbows down in a triangular position. Now, very important is the position of the knee, that it should be closer to the elbow, and that the back is already arching. The shoulders are away from each other. I mean, the scapula is away from each other. I'm going to position my head down. Now, the question is stabilizing the legs all the way up. Here. This is the question. How do I stabilize my legs all the way up? Yeah, and then holding, then slowly lowering down, my legs back to the floor. So the question was, how do I maintain my legs all the way up? Now, first is to understand the foundation. Your elbows, your shoulders, and hips should coordinate with each other. If the mind or the orientation of the elbow, the shoulders, and the hips are not conglomerated, they are not together, they are not in unison, then you have a hard time controlling the legs all the way up. Now, how do I improve onto unifying my elbows, my shoulders, and my hips? Now, once you have fixed the elbows and the shoulders and the hips, there's no worry of falling all the way back. Yeah? Why? Because you're able to lock these 3 points together. They are in line with each other. Now, it is also needed the strength, the engagement of the leg muscle, yeah, aside from the abs. The leg muscle is really important here because our legs, left and right leg, they have different movements. But if you engage them, if they are in unison in movement, they come up, they come down as one. But if you are not able to bring them together, unify the left and the right leg, then you have a hard time controlling them. Okay? So like so. If your legs, yeah, you're not able to control them like this, you're not able to bring them together, then your structure, your elbow, your shoulders, and your hips are a challenge here because of that limbs, the left and the right leg. But if the left leg and the right leg move in unison, then the elbows and the shoulders and the hips are structured really well. So like so. So here, my elbows, my shoulders are down. Then my hips, look at my knees and my elbows. They're closer to each other. My back is arching. Now I push my hips all the way up. Look at my legs. They're really straight and strong. I am just tiptoeing. Tiptoeing. Yeah? So it's easier for the legs to come up. Now, it's really important that the legs, left and right leg, are together. Yeah? So that it's just very light when you lift it up. Now, let's go back again on how to improve onto building the foundations really strong. So your foundation here is your elbow, your shoulders, and your hips. Yeah? So you're able to bring your head down. You're able to lift your hips up, but you're not able to stabilize your legs all the way up to maintain this position. So we'll make use of a chair. Okay? I will just move the camera a little bit so that you will be seeing the help of the chair. Let me check. So with the help of the chair, now always remember there's a wall in front of you so that in case you fall, it's you're safer in case you fall back. Okay? Now I'm going to make use of the chair. My elbows are down. My head is down. So with the help of the chair, okay, now push your hips all the way up. Straighten the legs. Lift your left and right foot. Now how do I improve my foundation here? Look at my heels. I am simply moving my heels towards my hips and down. Again. Heels towards my hips and down. I'm just going to do this drill to improve my balance. Hop. And I'm going to stay here and down. Yeah? So, I want you to do that drill. Just telling your heels to move towards your hips. Your heels towards your hips. Do not get tempted to lift the legs all the way up yet. Control the legs this way so that once you're able to stay here for 5 counts, then I reassure you, you can lift one leg all the way up. Slowly, like so. Okay? So again, the drill was pointing my heels towards the wall or towards my hips. So my head is down, push my hips up, position my feet all the way to the chair, push the heels towards my hips and down. Again, towards my hips. Then slowly stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can stay here. Then slowly you can go down. Yeah? Do not lift it up yet. Try to stay there. It involves a lot of control onto the arms and also the abs. Not much onto the head. It's here because you're using this as your balance. So you're making use of this muscle here and the muscle onto this area. Try to do the drill first. Pushing of the heels from this position towards your hips. Again, your heels going towards your hips. Don't lift the legs up high yet. Stay there. Then sooner or later, until several try, you can really tell yourself into an L position. L position meaning this way. Okay. So, down with the head, hips up. Now look at my heels all the way there. Yeah? L position. Stay there. L position and down. How did I do that? Heels away, then lift up, stay there. Stay there. Hold it. And down. Don't try to lift the legs, both of the legs up high. Then you're feeding onto your fear. Instead, feed onto the structure of your arms. Teach them to be patient, to hold onto the structure of your body. If you keep lifting the legs up in this way, then you're trying to make it as a habit. Instead, you need to work on to strengthening and developing the movement of aligning the elbows, the shoulders, and the hips in a unison movement. So I hope you will be able, this video will be able to help you onto structuring or improving your headstand. Yeah? Thank you. Send in your request. Bye.